Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. It's Saturday, so that means it's kind of fix-it day really. Everything else is working fine. Slash is working fine. The Nitro RC is okay. It's running a bit rich still, but it's alright, as we saw last week. Accident damage was minimal. It was just a screw that popped out, so that's always a winner. But the only one that wasn't running was the FTX Bugster. Yeah, so I've had a bit of a delivery, which is quite nice, of bits and pieces. So I've got a new pulse transmitter, which is fantastic. Same one that obviously the Bugster runs anyway. And I've also got a new ESC and motor. The only problem is the ESC is wonderful. It's all waterproof and everything else, but it's got no bullet connectors on the end or no Dean's cable. I thought it all came pre-done, but it don't. So I'm going to have to probably, hang on. Yeah, there's the bullet connectors there, the old 3.5 inch W ones. No, 3.5 mil W ones. Yeah, so I'm going to have to solder them on at some point. But yeah, fingers crossed. Like, we're going to get this Bugster up and running. I mean, it's a bit manky. It hasn't run properly for quite a while now. So what we're going to do today is replace that receiver with a new one. And we're going to replace the motor because we took it out at the weekend, the last video, and it was quite hesitant, so I'm not too sure if the motor's, the correct one for this one or not, or the ESC's knackered, but again, only time will tell. So I'm going to have to, as I said, take the receiver off, stick the new one on that came in the box in there, and change the motor over. So yeah, it means I can get rid of all this bits and pieces as well. Epic stuff. Anyway, I'll let you know how it goes. Watch for more details to come. Right folks, so all I've done now is taken off the cover. The cover from the, I forgot what it's called, pinion there. You can see it's obviously quite dirty, but never mind. So yeah, so I have to go through here to try and get those two little Allen bolts, or Allen screws even. Should be interesting. And they're 2.5 mil. Already undone the pinion, so we can just sort of take that off, he says. Excuse me. I dropped the phone, excuse me. So yeah, I dropped the phone in the previous bit. Yeah, so just take it off the pinion. God, this camera works terrible. Which is here, which is, I think it's a 19, no, I can't remember now. 22 tooth pinion, I don't know, but it goes. So yes, there's that. I've got to take off those two Allen bolts that are in there. So you've got one there and one there, and take the new motor out and put the other one in. Shouldn't be too long, fingers crossed. I must admit though, one, I'm not a Chelsea fan. I've had this mug for like 15 years. So in fact more than that, crikey, with this mug for nearly 20 years. It's just the right size for a cup of coffee, I must admit. It's not too much, and it's, it's not too small. It's just enough to keep you going, especially when you're doing little jobs like this. Right, so the motor's out. There it is. It's only a 3,000. I've lost it now. Where is it? Oh, there we go. It's right there if you can see it. Probably not. 3,300 kV motor. It's alright. It's good for about 20 miles an hour, roughly, but not the best. So, but what we are putting in is one of the original ones, which is one of these bad boys. So it's a Photon 4-pole sensorless, whatever it is, brushless E-tronics one that came with it, and it's 4,350 kV. So we know that these ones do, crikey, what was it? Just over 30 miles an hour, I think it is, because we did a race with the Slash, and it pulled away from the Slash, and the Slash was doing 28. So it could do over 28, which is good. So yeah, let's just see how it happens. See what happens when we chuck it in the Bugster. Right, so it's in. It took me long enough to get it in. I couldn't get the bottom Allen screw, or whatever you want to call it, lined up with the correct hole, because as you can see here, the dog bone's in the way. So you've got to come at it from a bit of a funky angle, and I just couldn't quite get it. But with the help of a pair of needle nose pliers and me, what do you call it? Them things. Yeah, it's all good. It's all in. Now I've got to put this pinion back on and set it all up. adjust it so it's nice and close. Right, so we've just done a little test. There's the old receiver still in there. There's a new one there. Obviously, there's a new controller there. Yeah, it goes really well. Actually, it goes really, really, really fast. But we're still having a bit of an issue with reverse. It goes forward fine, but not reverse. So I'm going to have to try and use the programming card, I think, to connect everything up. But, yeah, no, trial and error. But the good thing is it's all done. So fingers crossed. Everything. This will be out tomorrow anyway. I do think the ESC, this one here, is a bit knackered because it doesn't like reverse. Either that or I've got these wires crossed up somewhere. I'll have to do another test in a little while. So yeah, anyway guys, thanks very much for watching and we'll see you later.